I was shot, yes. I was shot. Some people trying to rob me. And had they known how to rob, which is simply come up and say, I'm going to shoot you if you don't give me your money, I would have done that. They came from behind, and the young gentleman, sometimes you just misjudge who you're grabbing. Believe me, I'm not saying this to brag or to have anybody come out and jump me. I'm first degree black belt. And at the time he grabbed me, I was about 20 years younger. And certain things happened and I wound up, in other words, he wasn't expecting me to do what I did. I was on, what was it, 67th Street and 11th Avenue, and there was one gang on one side of the street, another gang on the other side, all of whom were aware of my being in Martin. And most of them were saying, hey, what's happening, Stan? These two people happened not to know that. So when the guy grabbed me and I did what I did, it embarrassed him. Because I turned around ready to sidekick him. And he had a gun like that. And I said, excuse me, and he shoots me and goes in there, messes up my intestines. I had to have a colostomy for like 8 months. And it wound up with me having about 10 major operations because when I got to the hospital, I was in a coma. And the reason why I sort of don't want to get into this because that's when the person who was producing Martin decided to fire me while I was actually in the hospital itself. And I received a script while I had, this was about my fourth major operation, and I received a script that said, Stan sells the radio station and moves to China. So I said to the makeup lady, I said, does that mean I'm out of the show? She says, Garrett, looked like to me. Anyway, that's one reason why I didn't want to even go to it. But that's what happened basically while I was actually in the hospital. For some strange reason, they decided to get rid of me then. I had already gone through knowing that I had already dodged a bullet. I could have been dead. So I was so overjoyed at being alive till that was actually nothing. That actually made me madder and angrier. And so anger can help at times like that, because I either have to be angry or depressed, and I sort of feel this way about how things are going to happen eventually from those feelings as I do about death itself. People talk about, I'm worried about dying, worried about dying, worried about dying. Well, whether you worry about dying or feel good about it, you're going to die. So I'm figuring, what's the two best feelings? I'm figuring I'm going to feel good. Okay, I'm going to die anyway, but at least when I die, same thing with stuff bad happening like that, you got to figure out what's going to best motivate you to be successful in overcoming it. And me being depressed at that time was not going to do it. And I knew I'd been wronged. I knew that I'd been mistreated. And I could have not done it. I could have done what Della Reese did, which was, she struck until they paid her the same money as the other lady. I could have done all that. But my thing was, I don't like you even, so I don't want to even fight to be with you.